In Psalms, it says, "You have given a banner to those who love you that or praise you, that it may be displayed because of the truth." And I love that. I was born in Jackson, Mississippi, August 25th, 1952. I'm the first. They had tried for a while to get pregnant, and so that somehow made me a little more special. But they agonized over what to name me, and right before she gave birth, I believe in June, maybe, or toward the end of June, Billy Graham came to Jackson, had a crusade there, and they went, and Daddy went down to the altar, and when he came back, Mama said, "Well, I know you're already saved. Why'd you go down there?" And he said, "I wanted to dedicate this baby to the Lord." Then they didn't know what they were having, you know. So I pretty much came out hungry for the Lord. I really did. I'm the oldest, and there are 2 boys and another girl. Well, we're all 4 and 5 years apart. We did the standard amount of fighting and competing, but as each little child would get older, they fit in more as far as play. When my sister was born, now 14 years after I was born, she was more of something to play with than to. We're good friends now. I just loved my dolls, and I took them very seriously, and you better take them seriously too, or I would have something to say to you. You didn't pick them up by their foot or talk ugly to them. Mama did make some doll clothes, but that's where I learned to sew, making doll clothes. We ate together, we sat down. We didn't have designated seating, but we all sat in the same place. And Jeffrey always sat, after he got out of the high chair, on a stool that had to be elevated. A pillow just doesn't work. Recently we cleaned up her house, and we found 2 enormous telephone books duct taped together and then covered, and that's what he sat on top of that stool. All the grandchildren had to sit there too. I had asthma really bad, and they were trying an experimental drug on me. It was a sulfur drug. I don't remember much, but I just remember that I hated these big old pills. I hated them. And so Mama would say, "Go into the kitchen and take your pill," before I went to bed, so no one was in the kitchen with me. So I discovered that I could fake putting that in my mouth and put that pill in my pocket. So what was I gonna do with it? I'd go up, what am I gonna do with these pills? I put them in my pencil sharpener it was hanging on the wall. And several times I remember thinking, I gotta do something with those pills. But I can't take them outside and bury them because that sulfur may come up through the ground. How did I even know that about sulfur? And if I threw them in the pond, it might hurt the fish, and it might turn the water yellow. So I left them in there, and one day, my little brother, we loved to take the shavings from the pencils and colors and put them on a piece of paper and put them in the fireplace anyway. So I came home from school, and my mother said, "Jared got the pencil sharpener out today." Guess what he found inside them? And I remember thinking, oh no. I was in the 3rd grade, and my teacher, who went to our church, so maybe she knew us a little better, but she called Mama one day, and she had a picture that I had colored. It was at Easter, and I had colored, I don't know the assignment, it was just draw an Easter picture. But the little bunnies were outside at some kind of party, and there was a bunny pushing a baby buggy, and there was one, I guess, playing some kind of games. But she said, "I want you to look at this picture. I believe she's got some talent. I wish you would try to find her some help." So Mama began to research and found someone in Jackson. I was asked to be in the band when I was 8 years old. I was called a mascot, and then later became feature twirler and drum majorette with another girl. So the two of us had a very small band, but we had to have 2 leaders. But we did it, and I just enjoyed that. I had a very close friend who had gone to Southern, and I had a chance to try out for a scholarship with the band. There's a party this weekend and wants you to go and be his date to the party, and it's at his trailer. I think you need to go. You going to that party. So I did. And so we stood outside the apartment and talked until daylight. And he told me all kinds of stories about this place he lived. And I thought, why is this guy telling me these crazy stories? I knew they couldn't be true. They did turn out to be true. We had 3 daughters. I would say the most important thing is your relationship with the Lord. But that's not just going to church. I'm talking about relationship with Him. And be sure that don't stay like you are. Grow.